Percy had his tank refilled with water at the station by the river, and this made him later still. "Never mind," said his driver. "We don't need to stop at the station near the stream this trip, so there's nothing more to delay us." They reached the stream quickly, but as Percy ran onto the bridge, he felt it sink slightly under his wheels. There was an ominous creak. The bridge swayed. "Don't stop, Percy!" shouted his driver in alarm. "Keep moving!" Percy didn't mean to stop. That was lucky. Clarabelle was the rear coach. As she crossed the bridge, it wobbled again. When her back wheels left it, there was a sudden loud crash. The bridge vanished. 1 second it was there, the next it wasn't. It was safe to stop now. Percy's driver put on the brakes and the fireman ran back to look. All he could see of the bridge was lying in the middle of the brown, rushing stream.
The lorry lurched across the rails. The back wheels were just clear when its engine made a noise like a tired sheep and stopped. The back of the lorry was still jutting out over the railway line. The farmer struggled to start it again, but it would not go. He had just got down to telephone for help when he heard a train approaching. Thomas wasn't going fast. When he saw the lorry, he set his brakes hard, but he couldn't stop. He hit the lorry with a loud crash. Splintered wood flew everywhere, and eggs, butter and milk were catapulted over Thomas. "Ugh!" he exclaimed. "Just look at my poor old lorry," said the farmer. "What a way to make an omelette!" The driver made sure that Thomas wasn't hurt, then stood back and surveyed the mess. He began to laugh.
James puffed back onto Edward's line.
"It worked!"
Laughed James.
"I'm first!"
Suddenly the signal turned red. James applied his brakes and screeched to a halt. But Edward couldn't stop in time. "Sorry," puffed Edward. "I didn't have time to stop."
"Don't worry,
Moaned James.
it was my fault for pushing in."
"You're finally in a poster," chuckled Thomas. "Maybe you are good enough after all."
Emily reached the murky waters of Blacklock. Oh. That's where the monster's supposed to be, she puffed nervously. Then there was trouble. Rocks fell and blocked the line. Oh no! Emily had to wait for help. "I knew I wouldn't like this route," she huffed.
It was getting late when he remembered. "If I go in now while the shed is empty," he said to himself, "no one will know I've been." He scuttled forward quickly, too quickly. The rails where Bear and Boko had stood were oily, and when he tried to stop, he couldn't. "Brake blocks and buffers, I'm slipping!" he wailed as his wheels locked and slithered. He shut his eyes as, with a despairing whoop of horror, he crashed into the wall at the end of the shed. The diesel was not badly damaged, but a dreadful draft came through the hole in the wall.
Don't worry, Thomas. I switched the tracks to stop your runaway cars.
Harley, those tracks are out. Look.
Oops. Looks like I'm gonna be out too. Oh no!
Epic mud plunge.
Come on, we gotta get you back on the track.
Oh, what's the point? Diesel's so far ahead now, I'm never gonna win the race.